Hello, beloved tribe. Well, I'm so excited to see people are already posting with the brand new Fierce Friday hashtag. And of course, I could not let this one go past without contributing to what is really becoming my personal mission. And I'm very excited. You know, this whole kind of astro weather that's been around has really, as I said yesterday, put a bee in my bonnet. But I think what that means is with love, it's kind of shaken off the stuff that isn't real, you know, the stuff that we sort of inherit or we kind of get caught up in as we go along in our lives. And what I mean by that specifically is, you know, the ideas that we sort of participate in without really knowing why. So what is it that I really believe? What is it that I really care about? And what is it that I want to say? And part of this came out of a feeling of just not wanting to replicate or just offer the same things again and again and again, because my reason for being, just as yours is as unique as your fingerprints. And I want to share with you what I feel like is absolutely guiding my life right now and what I'm feeling fierce about today. So I hope I see lots of beautiful live posts today, because this is a good day to get your rant on. You know, this is a good day, a safe space and a beautiful environment for you to be really contributing your own unique voice. What is it that you want to say? So what is it that I want to say today? What am I feeling fierce about? And I'm feeling fierce about this. What is spiritually fierce? You know, I wrote a book about it. I've created trainings about it. I'm running a free webinar about it in a few weeks. So I've got to have a pretty good idea. And the idea is choosing love first every single time. So that means resisting our temptation to fall into fear, resisting our temptation to look for comforts around our suffering, to look for kind of community around our suffering, but actually to make a choice to not even buy into the paradigm that suffering is real. I want to make sure that I'm not rushing ahead of myself here and trying to be really clear and articulate as I make my case for being spiritually fierce. The primary thing I believe to be true about being spiritually fierce is it is a path of service, of sacred service. And what I mean by that is that we are no longer working from the paradigm of what can I get from the infinite? What can God give me? Whether that's the career that you want, or the partner that you want, or the car that you want, or the house that you want, or even health and all of those sorts of things. We're moving from a paradigm of believing in lack at all to the paradigm that A Course in Miracles talks about, which is that all that exists is love. So when I say, you know, being spiritually fierce is to choose love first, I don't simply mean in regards to when my boyfriend, you know, shits me, I'm not going to indulge in an argument with him, or when my kids are annoying me, I'm not going to be reduced to kind of being the grumpy mum, or, you know, when my work isn't doing what I want it to do, I'm not going to go into fear about that. I'm talking about a much bigger picture of choosing love first. The nature of the cosmos, the infinite cosmos of which we are all a part, is built from one thing alone, and that is love. Love is literally all there is. Wherever we are believing that something is other than love, something has gone wrong, we are simply in a dream. We are walking around in an illusion and pretending or imagining that it is life. So to choose love first is to go beyond, can I choose to be nice to the person who's being mean to me? It's, can I choose to align my consciousness with my truth, which is infinite and unlimited? It is moving beyond the lack mindset. It's moving beyond the scarcity mindset. It's moving beyond the belief that I need to be healed of anything, that I need to be healed in order to be of service. The only reason we are here, and Wayne Dyer says this, so it's not just me making this up, is to serve our fellow mankind, womankind, humankind, animal kind, to serve the consciousness that is currently manifesting itself on Gaia, as well as serving Gaia. We're all one consciousness. You know, going beyond the idea that everything is vibrating particles of matter, everything is energy. The first law is actually this, that all is of the one mind. We are all one with infinite consciousness. There is no exception. So to choose love first is not to say, I will prioritize myself, I will get facials regularly, I won't, work myself into the ground. It is to say that I will commit to knowing my infinite consciousness, my true nature, with every breath, even when I do not know how. I will be willing to transcend my belief that something is broken about me and needs to be fixed, because that is an addiction of my ego. My ego's one job is to make me believe that I am separate from my infinite nature. We are here to serve. We are here to serve, and we serve first, yes, by serving the self. But why? Because we are one with all that there is. We're here to remember that we are pure, unlimited consciousness. So my provocation, or what I'm throwing down today, my fierce statement today is this. If you are waiting for evidence that God is on your side, that the infinite's working for you, that you are the infinite, even by, having enough money in the bank, or the right kind of job, or, a happy enough relationship, or the thing that you've been yearning for, you have got it all wrong. You are turning up to God, to the infinite, and saying, what can I get? What can you give me? And when I get those things, when I feel satisfied that my needs are met, I'll go forward on behalf of all, because I know that my primary role here is, as a spiritual seeker, is to serve the awakening consciousness of all those around me. So we're like, meet my needs first, and then I'll have enough evidence that this stuff works, and then I'll go forward because my needs are met. My little quarter acre is comfortable, or half an acre, an eighth of an acre, whatever we live on now. My little pocket of the world is happy, and now I feel safe to serve. I don't know how to explain this, or to say this in a way that is both loving and fierce at the same time, but I'm going to do my best to try. Whilst you believe that your needs trump everybody else's needs, that your little pocket of happiness, that your path of service is to have the most amount of money, or the best business that you can, or the happiest relationship, you are working from a faulty paradigm, because you are believing in separation. You are believing that something needs to happen in order for you to have enough of what you need to safely go forward on that path of service. There is no other path, by the way. So it's not like I'm going to choose service, or I'm going to choose to, stay home and knit. There is only service. And eventually we will all wake up to that truth, and we will all line up to that. And what we are serving is the awakening of consciousness. And we do that first with ourselves. The consciousness paradigm we're awakening to is, I am not separate. I am one. So look, listen, this is the most important thing you're ever going to hear. If you want inevitable success, if you want infinite power, if you want unlimited joy, stop going out and look for those things, and decide this moment that you are those things. Decide this moment now that those things are you. You are those things. And then 3D reality, which is but a dream, will activate and bring you those things. Decide today, my primary role is to remember that I am love. To choose love first at the highest level, to acknowledge that I am God, and to commit myself to awakening to all the places in my life that I am in a dream, to be vigilant, to be spiritually fierce when I say, well, I just need to fix this about me. I just need to get my endocrine system working. I just need to lose weight. I just need to have the perfect partner. And then I can do that, Ricky. Then I will be able to go forward, because my little piece of paradise is all fixed up, and then I feel ready. Unless service is our first and primary aim, because that is all we're here to do, to awaken our consciousness is the most powerful path of service that we have. So I'm not talking about martyrdom. No more poor light workers. That is my #1 hashtag, because I am not talking about you living in a state of poverty, giving away all your stuff in order to try and make everybody else's life better. I'm about you saying, I am that. Not I am that when I fixed my, my faulty this, or when my this looks like this, or when my body isn't doing this to me. I choose no longer to participate in the illusion of fear. I choose no longer to see the events of my life as a problem. I choose no longer to participate in limited consciousness that has kept me a prisoner away from my own power. I choose this day to know that I am that, and I cannot do for others what I am unwilling to do for myself. We can treat our symptoms, or we can go straight to the source. And the source is love. The source is pure consciousness. You are pure consciousness. You are pure consciousness. There is nothing but your belief about it. Your consciousness communicates through feeling. This is where it gets really powerful. This is where the law of vibration kicks in. You are communicating through your feeling state with the infinite all of the time. So all you have to do is choose love, and to feel that love for 3 minutes a day. 3 minutes a day of heart coherence will trump all of your shitty emotions, all of your bad beliefs. It is the only medicine that you need. I want you to look today for the places where you are looking for comforts, superstitions, trinkets, where you're looking for someone to pat you on the back and say, it's okay that you haven't done a very good job with life today. It's okay that you've been mean to people. It's okay that your business hasn't thrived. It's okay that you're living unhappily, because you've got this problem here. The moment your adrenals are fatigued, or you've only got $5 in the bank, or, your cat got run over, or whatever it is, the story that you're buying into, that you are letting guide you as though those things are bigger than you. We are living in a dream. We're not even living in it. We are somewhere else. And this is a holographic projection that we're inhabiting. This world that we inhabit is a playground for our consciousness to transcend itself, to traverse itself, to get to know itself. So please stop taking everything so personally. I know words can barely articulate what I want you to know about yourself right now. I know words are so flawed. I simply invite you today to choose love first, and remembering that the language of the infinite is feeling, that no matter what is going on, you have a choice about how you feel about it, and that is the beginning of you remembering your unlimited power. So this one more time, if you are in a life that has limited power, that is not abundant, that is not full of joy, then you make a choice today to choose to feel joy, to feel gratitude, to feel compassion, to feel love with your whole being. Choose that today. And within very short order, those things that you think are lacking, that are the reason you can't be happy today, will come to you with ease and grace. Begin there. Begin at the beginning. Do not wait until all the ducks are lined up in order for you to feel safe enough to commit your life to the path of service, because all that means is the second something goes wrong in your human reality, you're going to use it as an excuse to walk away from your divine nature. So you need to put the horse before the cart. We have been doing it all wrong. We have been getting this game of life so wrong. We are waiting for external evidence to validate our power, to give us spiritual self-esteem, so that we go, oh, well, this stuff works. My meditation practices actually have increased my abundance. But the second that your abundance goes down, you go, oh, well, fuck meditation. Excuse my language. Apologies if children are listening. And it has nothing to do with that. There are laws that govern the cosmos, and we are simply breaking the laws when we are not living in a state of abundance, because the infinite is abundant in nature. Infinite, abundant, kind of go together, yeah? Anywhere where there is lack, we are living outside of our truth. So put the horse before the cart and begin with the feeling state that you want to be inhabiting, the feeling state that brings you back to your unlimited consciousness. Begin there. That is being spiritually fierce. No matter the events in my life, there is not a single thing that is bigger than my infinite nature. And I'm choosing love first. Yes, I got to choose love in all my little interactions, even when it's difficult, but that is not the choice I'm talking about. The choice I'm talking about is, can I remember that I am God right here, right now? Not when my health is better, not when my bank account's better, not when my boyfriend's being nicer to me, but right here, today, right this moment. Choose the feeling state that is the prayer that reminds you that the prayer then is, remind me that I am the infinite. Bring me home. Bring me home to my truth. And that is what you need. So all those external things that you think that you desperately want to make you happy, have them. There is no limit. Infinite equals abundance in infinite amounts. But do not think those things are the proof that you're looking for, that God works, that you are infinite intelligence. You have come by them because you are always making a choice. Every thought is a choice. Every thought is a choice. Am I choosing love? Am I choosing my own infinite nature? Don't delay your power, because this is the final thing I'm going to say. You are not here for yourself alone. We do not do this work for ourselves alone. And no, it is not enough for you to create your own little happy life. It's not enough. There are 7 billion people on this planet, and a planet in crisis. We live in an extraordinary time. If you think that you are doing this work, if you are in this group, if you're reading my book or anybody else's book, or doing your meditation practices for yourself alone to increase your own sense of bliss, then you need to go back to the beginning, my darlings. You need to go back to the very first law, the law of mentalism. All is one. We are so capable of being the tipping point for the planet. We are so capable of changing the world. And if we do not, we'll just get another go around. And that's a choice that we're making right now. We are literally at the crossroads. Human consciousness as a collective is at the crossroads. I can't stress this enough. So if you are motivated by being the tipping point to love, to bring the consciousness of Gaia, the whole planet, every single sentient being on this planet, to the next level of its evolution, then you're in the right place. You're beginning at the beginning. Those people who choose that path will be righteously rewarded, not because there's a scoreboard in heaven, but because you are living in accordance with the law. Anytime you are putting your own personal desires for stuff ahead of that, you are living outside of the law. How can I want anything for myself? How can I want anything for myself that will not bring the rest of my brothers and sisters into the light? Can I have anything for myself that isn't powerfully impacting everyone around me? No. The more infinite, the more abundant, the more successful, the more joyful I am, the more powerful I am. And not just in the stuff that I have, that's the least of it. In the effect that I cause at a planetary level, the ripples in the field that I cause because I'm living in abundance. But this is the thing, if I kid myself for 1 second that those things are what are increasing my power, or that I'm increasing my power for myself alone, then those things will have to go. It's just the way it is. You're breaking the law. We are not doing this for ourselves alone. We are choosing now, as we stand at the crossroads at this extraordinary time on this planet, to be the tipping point. And it is my invitation to each of you today to remember that you don't choose love over fear just so your relationship will be nice for today, or that your partner will buy you flowers, or that your kids will be nice to you, or that you know, you'll have a nice car. You do it because if you don't, this whole human civilization, this joyful experiment is just going to end. We're at the crossroads. We're standing at the crossroads. And now we have the power. You and I, we are spiritually fierce. We are in this group not because it's just a nice place to be, although it is a nice place to be, but because we know there is something greater than us that is trying to be birthed through us, and we are the carers, the gatekeepers. We are the ones who will make that choice, or we won't. If you want the most abundant, joyful, successful life filled with bliss, choose righteous service. How can I serve today? What can I do to hold the highest vibration possible that will cause a ripple in the field, that will be reaching out across the planet, across the infinite, to change someone's mind? You know, there may well be someone with their finger on the trigger right now to launch nuclear war, to, you know, to change the laws around the access we have to alternative medicine. Who knows? It doesn't matter. What we know is that if we take righteous action today, if we become the spiritual activists that we are, and stop thinking, what can I get from God? And start thinking, what can I give? All that shit that's on your vision board is going to come into your life with absolute bliss, ease, and grace. No effort required. Put the horse before the cart and see how quickly you move. Let's just pray together. If you would like to share the third level prayer, the healer's prayer from A Course in Miracles with me. I am here only to be truly helpful. I am here to represent He who sent me. I do not have to worry about what to say or what to do, because He who sent me will direct me. I am content to be wherever He wishes, knowing He goes there with me. I will be healed as I let Him teach me to heal. Thank you for joining me, and have the most fantastic Friday ever.